Good morning. My name's David Stanley, and I host the Spiritual Journey on YouTube. Now, this morning, we will be looking at the Libra zodiac sign for 2025, which begins today, which is Monday, September the 22nd, and it ends on October 22nd, 2025. Now, this period marks the time when the sun is in Libra, which is the seventh sign of the zodiac, and is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and relationships. Now, Libra is an air sign known for its focus on balance, harmony, and fairness. And those born under the sign are often characterized by their diplomatic nature and love of social interactions. The sign is symbolized by the scales, reflecting its core association with equilibrium and symmetry. Now, today, the 22nd of September, the sun rose at 6:50 this morning at 89 degrees, and solar noon will be at 12:56, with the sunset at 19:02 at 271 degrees. And the day length, well, that will be 12 hours and 11 minutes with 20 seconds. So not quite 12 hours, not quite midway, but there we are. We are north of the equator, so that's for today. So, but first, something for everyone today. A waxing crescent moon. Yes. So let me just have a look at this. Ooh. Ooh. Too much. Okay. Now, 22nd of December 25, the moonrise was at 7:29 this morning at 9:95 degrees. And the moon set will be at 19:02, that's at 260 degrees, and it will be passing meridian odd at 13:22 at 33.9 degrees. Now that is similar to what the sun is doing. So it's a good day of balance today. The moon phase, waxing crescent, and the moon is in Libra, yes, 7 degrees 19 seconds. Now, with the moon in Libra, and this is for everybody, you might have a strong need for balance and harmony now. You probably desire to keep things nice rather than venturing into fundamental questions in order not to disturb the peace. You must learn to share your good and bad feelings. Do not be afraid to be who you really are, despite what is expected of you. Yeah. Now, the organs influenced by Libra moon sign are the kidneys, the bladder, the veins, skin as an organ of touch, so sensitivity, pancreas, insulin, yes. Now, these organs are more sensitive, so provide them with extra care. Yes. Okay. So today is the first day of the sun sign Libra, 22nd September 2025. Venus is the ruler of Libra. This year, we are looking at another aspect of astrology, the interplay between planets and the meaning. What does it mean when planets aspect each other? Planets move through different houses and zodiac signs, and as they move, they send messages to each other when they link at certain mathematical angles. These angles are what we call planetary aspects. Okay, so on to the next. Planetary aspects this month, oppositions between Venus and each planet. So, these oppositions can be found quite simply by using Google or another search engine if you prefer. Like I use Brave. Yeah. Now, Venus opposite the Sun, Libra meaning. Hang on, just need to. The opposition between the Sun and Venus in Libra signifies a dynamic interplay between the core self, Sun, and the principles of love, beauty, and harmony. Venus, both located in the sign of Libra, which is ruled by Venus and symbolizes balance and relationships. This aspect creates a central tension where the individual's sense of identity and purpose, signified by the Sun, must be reconciled with their desires for love, aesthetics, and partnership, symbolized by the frequency of Venus. So we're dealing with the mixture of two frequencies, the Sun and Venus. As Libra is the sign of harmony and equilibrium, this opposition can manifest as a constant internal negotiation between asserting one's own needs and striving to maintain peace and fairness in relationships. Yeah. So for Libra Sun, the Moon and Venus opposition would be particularly significant. The opposition would be particularly significant because Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and relationships, and is associated with harmony, partnership, and balance. The Moon representing emotions and inner security may clash with Venus, which governs affection and social connections, especially if the Moon is in Aries and the opposite sign of Libra. This opposition could manifest as a struggle between the desire for emotional security and the need for social harmony, or between impulsive emotional reactions, Aries Moon, and the Libran desire for fairness and partnership. So on to the next. The opposition between Mars and Venus, especially when the Sun is in Libra, highlights a central tension between the need for independence and the desire for connection. As Libra seeks harmony with Mars, drives action and self-assertion. The Sun in Libra, which occurs around September 23 to October 22nd, emphasizes the sign's core theme of balance and partnership, making the interaction between Mars and Venus more pronounced. Moving on to Mercury and Venus opposition in Libra. When the Sun in Libra, the focus on harmony, balance, and relationships is heightened, as Libra is a sign of partnership and social justice ruled by Venus. In the context, or in this context, an opposition between Mercury and Venus in a birth chart signifies a dynamic tension between communication, Mercury frequency, and values, love, and aesthetics, the Venus frequency. This aspect can manifest as a clash between one's need for intellectual expression and their desire for emotional connection or beauty. The individual may experience internal conflict where their thoughts and communication style, Mercury again, are at odds with their emotional needs and ideals of love and harmony. So, signified by Venus. This can lead to arguments or misunderstandings in relationships, especially if one's partner's communication style is perceived as contrary, that's a nice word, contrary to the other's sense of attractiveness or emotional comfort. However, the opposition can also be a powerful catalyst for growth, pushing the individual to find a balance between their intellectual pursuits, and their emotional life, or to use their ability to see multiple perspectives to mediate conflicts. Ooh. All right, so the specific expression of this opposition depends on the signs and the houses involved, but the core theme remains the challenge of integrating thought and feeling, logic and love with the context of Libra Sun's emphasis on fairness and partnership. So on to Jupiter and Venus opposition in Libra. When Jupiter and Venus form an opposition aspect in a natal chart with the Sun in Libra, it creates a dynamic interplay between the expansive, fortunate energy of Jupiter and the harmonious, relationship-focused energy of Venus, both of which are strongly associated with Libra's ruling planet Venus. This opposition signifies a core tension between the desire for balance, beauty, and partnership, Venus, and the drive for growth, abundance, and philosophical exploration, signified by the frequency of Jupiter. Now, which can manifest as a struggle to reconcile personal ideals with practical realities in relationships and social interreactions. Individuals with this configuration often possess a strong need for harmony and fairness, a trait amplified by their Libra Sun, but may also experience internal conflict with their expansive dreams or optimistic outlook, Jupiter, clash with their need for stability and mutual respect, Venus. In partnerships, they may be drawn to relationships that promise growth and excitement, but can struggle with follow through or feel overwhelmed by the emotional intensity of their desires. So on to the next. Saturn, Venus, opposition in Libra. When the Sun is in Libra, a cardinal air sign ruled by Venus, the natural inclination is toward harmony, relationships, and balance. Libra's desire for partnerships and social justice aligns with Venus's influence, while the sign's need for equilibrium can be challenged by Saturn's emphasis on structure and discipline. The opposition between Saturn and Venus during this time may intensify the inherent tension in Libra's nature, as the sign strives to satisfy all parties in conflict, potentially leading to indecision or difficulty in making firm commitments. This dynamic can manifest as a push-pull between desire for pleasure, harmonious relationships, and the need for responsible long-term stability. The Sun in Libra around the time of the equinox, when day and night are of equal length, symbolizing the sign's core pursuit of balance between polarities. So I'll read that again. The Sun in Libra occurs around the time of the equinox, which is today and tomorrow, when day and night are of equal length, symbolizing the sign's core pursuit of balance between polarities. Now, in different parts of the world, the day and night will be equal at different times, depending on the latitude and longitude. Now, on to Uranus, opposition Venus in Libra, Libra sun period, okay? When the Sun is in Libra, the period leading up to Venus opposition, Uranus transit brings heightened focus on relationship, dynamics, partnerships, and harmony. Enough said. Now, on to Neptune. Neptune, Venus opposition in Libra Sun, an opposition between Neptune and Venus in the natal chart, particularly when the Sun is in Libra, signifies a profound tension between the ideals of love, beauty, and harmony, Venus, and the dreamy, illusionary, or illusory, and potentially deceptive nature of Neptune. This aspect can manifest as a tendency to idealize romantic partners or relationships, often overlooking their flaws or red flags due to a strong desire for connection and harmony. The Libra Sun, which naturally seeks balance and partnership, may intensify this dynamic, leading to a deep yearning for a perfect, soulful union that can be difficult to achieve in reality. So, on to Venus opposition Pluto. The opposition between Venus and Pluto, particularly when the Sun is in Libra, signifies a powerful and transformative period focused on relationships, power dynamics, and deep emotional truths. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and values, is in its domicile in Libra, which enhances its natural inclination towards harmony, partnerships, and aesthetic appreciation. When Venus opposes Pluto, the planet of transformation, power, and hidden depths, this creates a significant astrological tension that brings underlying issues in relationships to the surface. This aspect challenges individuals to confront hidden insecurities, repressed emotions, and power struggles within their personal connections, whether romantic, platonic, or financial. Right, now, okay, so that's about it for today for um, Libra planetary oppositions. Now, all my own videos of astrology signs and some other videos are available to view on my site. It's like Google Universal Comprehension Academy under research videos. Now, I will put the links under the video in the description box. So that's it for Libra 2025. Join me for more astrology next month. Okay. So, from David Stanley, the host of the Spiritual Journey 2021, as can be seen on Facebook, our Facebook group. It's bye from me, and see you next month. Oh, don't forget to love, like, and subscribe if you get the urge. Bye for now. Oh, these are my two books, by the way. The third one's coming. Yes, a a phenomenal spiritual autobiography that's following Olympic Fever and The Key. Yes, so bye for me.